This is Taxi Vlog 147, I think. It's the 14th of March. How did that happen? Really, how did that happen? It was just Valentine's Day. Well, what has been going on most recently is this daylight savings time change crap thing that always makes me grouchy and grumpy for about 2 weeks after it happens. And in the last week or so, well, when was it now? Oh yeah, last week on Monday, I was kept awake by things that were going on at home, in the house. Because Cindy has trouble bending down and with her bad knees and everything, she hired someone to help with the cleaning. And when this lady was in the house, and of course I was behind closed doors in my bedroom trying to sleep, there was all kinds of banging and bouncing and just noise and vacuuming and crap. Kept me awake all afternoon. This was a week ago, Monday. So then on Wednesday, my first night off, you know, the night off when I'm supposed to have some peace and tranquility, well, Cindy decides she went and bought a scooter, you know, one of those motorized things, and it was out of town and it was a private sale, but she wanted me to come along to make sure that, you know, everything was good and kosher or whatever. So I went with her and we ended up buying this thing. We did not end up buying the full-size 1981 Ford van with a elevator on it and electric doors and all that, and hand controls even. They wanted a couple thousand for that, and basically it was a rotted out piece of shit van, and a lot of parts were just lying there rather than on the vehicle, and you know, it didn't look like a good idea. So we came back into town after that and went and said, well, it's been a while since you had an oil change. So we had an oil change on Cindy's van, and then she was saying, you know, the brakes have been making some noise for a while. So I said, well, what do you do then? You take it to have the brakes inspected, right? Have them checked. Well, they checked out the brakes, and after all was said and done, it was almost $1,000 of repair for the brakes. Now at least she won't have any problems stopping. So she got her van fixed and she got her scooter thing, so all of that stuff is done. It's taken care of. Meanwhile, of course, I didn't get any sleep on Wednesday, up until about 3 in the afternoon. And of course, since I had been awake for almost 24 hours, I slept until just after midnight. You can see where this is going, right? My internal clock is upset. And of course, I'm falling asleep when I'm not supposed to, and I'm waking up when I'm not supposed to, and I'm quite tired and grouchy, and the time change doesn't improve things. In fact, makes it a little bit worse. So I come to work on Friday not really wanting to be here, being totally fucking exhausted. And I have a shitty night. I have the kind of night that's about $100 less than what normally would happen. And you know, I kept getting sent to addresses where there was nobody there, or they had left already, or I just had a lot of my time wasted. And I wasn't getting any good trips. I wasn't connecting. It wasn't happening the way it should. Saturday night, I came to work saying it's going to be better. Well, it was in a way better. I did a good amount of business, but more than half of it was Interac's. Interac is like a debit card that you use with the debit machine, and it takes the money directly out of the bank account or credit card of the person holding the card and puts it in the bank account of the guy who owns this taxi. Now, I don't mind as long as I have less of that stuff than I need to pay the lease, then it goes towards the lease. As it is right now, my lease is paid until next Friday, and it's Monday. So I've been getting more Interac and less money. So my money is in his bank account, and I have no access to it. Not that I really need it right now, but come the end of the month when the rent's due, it's going to be a problem. If this persists. But anyway, I had an airporter in the morning, which was just great. The timing was wonderful. And actually, the morning before that, the Saturday morning, I had an airport too. And that's the only thing that made the night bad. It would have been worse if I didn't have that airport run. And then last night, which was Sunday night, I came out here not expecting much, but I ended up doing not too badly. And at around 3:30, I got a call, and it was a time call. It was a kid going from the private school. He's just about to graduate the private school. He's going to the airport. So that was another good run. And yeah, the kid wants to go to Yale and be a lawyer. He wants to study law. But if he doesn't get into Yale, he'll study cardiology. Isn't that nice to have a dream? Isn't it nice to be 15 or 16, maybe 17 years old, and having so many wonderful dreams ahead of you? Well, I hope you realize them, kid. Could end up like me. But I don't really have any regrets. Really, you know, I've done what I wanted to do, and I'm just thrilled that I don't have a boss. The night ended up really well because I had another run to the airport from South Oak Bay. That was good for $60. So I had two airporters in a row, and the other thing is that we have a new driver in the daytime on this car, and it looks like he cleans up. It looks like he dusted the dashboard. It looks like he vacuumed it, which is really nice. I don't mind that at all. The week, well, it's a mixed bag. I've got too much Interac, not enough money, but I'll get it eventually. I was just asked if I'd have a chance to go and meet the Fat Aussie Bastard when he's in North America, and I just can't get away. I don't have enough money to make a road trip, and I can't afford to take the time off right now. So, sorry, Pete. I won't be able to make it to Texas or Louisiana this year. That's really about it. I didn't have any really memorable customers. Oh, except for that girl on Saturday night. Sometimes you just have a feeling about somebody. I didn't think anything. I just seen this girl walking, and I thought to myself, wouldn't it be nice if she got in my cab? Suddenly she turned her head, made eye contact with me, and came over, got in. And you know what? My feeling was right. It was the most pleasant customer I had all weekend. Very nice. I think we both needed to meet each other. It cheered me up, it cheered her up, it made our day. Her name was Zoe. I don't remember anything else about her. I didn't have any bad customers. That's something to be thankful for, I think. Well, I think I'm going to watch some more YouTube videos, seeing as it's a Monday night and it's 12 minutes after 9. Hope yours is better than mine. But somehow I doubt it.